Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter tabletop game project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Give my honest thoughts on how that project is being ran. And today I'm very excited to be checking out the most popular game on all of Kickstarter. And is it the most popular project in all of Kickstarter? Why? Yes, it is. Ooh, what's that? That looks cool. Stonesaga, cooperative campaign-style survival crafting board game set in a unique, persistent world shaped by you. And there's a couple things I love here and a couple things I don't love. First and foremost, cooperative campaign style survival crafting, unique, persistent. I love that word. I love the use of the persistent world shaped by you. No less. It was kind of inferred that I was shaping the world. The fact it was persistent, but still, I love the extra little icing on the cake there. I immediately want to know more about this game, but I would like to know the player length, the time count, and the age. This is a solo game, which I'm assuming, if it's a cooperative game, most of the time you can jimmy rig that into a solo game. I would mention that from the outset. And then we have gorgeous artwork and what looks like us and a bunch of weird stuff going on there around the backside. It doesn't look terrible. It looks... I love more functionality personally. Like, what are the components? I don't know. Anywho, though, luckily this thing's nearly raised $750,000. So it's already got the buzz. It's already got the excitement. They can get away with something like this. You know, if they had $7,300, then this main image, I think, would be a much bigger issue. But the fact that they've already raised $730,000, they're like, oh, well, what's going on over there? That's a big number. So kudos to them. They pushed this boat off well. Let's get into the video, though. And as always with the video, do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Let's go. Artwork. Oh, components. Whoa, fast. Whoa. Oh, shut your mouth. That was 5 seconds of like, okay. I saw plastic things holding the tiles in place. Okay, that's nice. Minis moving around the board. Inlaid boards. Cards. This is a nice looking player area. You got components you could put on that. Whoa. And then artwork. Wow, that was a lot. And a reasonably sized box, no less. Woo, that's not the box size I was expecting. Custom die, I saw that too. That was 7 seconds of wowzers. Just, you laid everything on me there. I loved it. And I think right now we're about to pivot into theme. And typically, thanks, Sean. I'm going to try doing polls more frequently. If you have any particular poll questions you never want, let me know in the comments, and I'll be sure to see if I can put those in there. But I love the fact that we started with components and your play area and all sorts of stuff, and now we're pivoting into the theme. I'm more okay with the theme now because I'm already excited about the finished product, which once again is like not a huge box. So I'm thinking, okay, pretty reasonably priced, cool sounding from the main marquee. I'm hooked right now, and I'm ready to see your theme. I think this is fantastically done so far. Oh. Howdy, Huckleberry. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Well, that was it. That was a lot of text on there. Let's see. Isolation, resolve alone, otherwise redraw. You find yourself terribly alone in your wanderings, and a melancholy settles upon you. Test your tree to raise morale. Add +2 if you have an instrument item. So your song invigorates. So pretty much if you have weed, you raise morale. If you have something to smoke it with, +2 because you don't have to go through all the jimmy rigging. Okay. Theme. Got it. Ooh, that was nifty. Okay, so there's going to be different things that are able to fit on this. Love this. This does. This looks really neat. I'd like to know, I'd like a little bit more hand-holding about what kind of game it is and what exactly is going on, but I'm intrigued enough that I'm on the ride. Bad guys. Or gals. Mountain. Okay, under watch of the distant and icy moon, your people found a passage from Primordial Vale long sealed behind ancient frost. To survive, you'll need to find substance and a refuge for your people for the harsh winter to come. Vital goals: through walls of ice. Set aside goals. Explore your things. Once you've completed... Okay, So I feel like we're not really focusing that much on the gameplay necessarily, just like the components and how they move around the board and the artwork, and that scares me. That is someone who's played a lot of board games and seen a lot of Kickstarters. It's like, ooh, that scares me a smidge bit. So I'm excited to see how many cards are in this game. I'm hoping, because I'm trying to figure out what this game is right now. Oh, okay. Following the gentle caress of the breeze, you make your way into a junction lit from above by a pale crack of light. You may exit. The breeze carries moisture down a passage to your left. Follow it. A crack at the side of the tunnel radiates heat. Wiggle inside. Wriggle. Cool. Ooh. Wow, that was nifty. I love that. This is more of what I'm talking about, like more of how this game is going to work, what's going on. That was way cooler than any of the artwork I think I've seen so far. The art was great, don't get me wrong, but that was like, oh, there's these little components that you're going to have dials on the side, then you push them together and craft things, and that's just cool. I want to see that player reference card. I'm excited to see that one. Leave your mark. Okay. Going with this like the big bad monster coming? Is there a big mini? Oh, I felt like there was something big and climactic coming at the end. Yeah, it looks like a cool game. I am looking at this really skeptically now because I'm expecting there to be like a $200 price point, but I don't think that's what we're going to have here. I feel like we're going to have a pretty reasonable price because of the size of that box. Granted, it does have some really intriguing components there. We got plastic, we got minis, we got chits. But it looks good. After the video, do I want it? Yeah, I'm very intrigued. Can you do it? Not sure yet, even though that looked like a really nicely made video. And how much is it? Don't know. So Brendan at Games, building worlds for players to experience, discover, and change at Games. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people here potentially doing collaboration. Awesome. And they did Mythwin. Oh my gosh, Mythwin. Mythwin was so dreamy. That was one of my favorite Kickstarter campaigns I think I've ever checked out. Stars of Icarius, and last one standing, the Battle Royale board game. So Mythwin, pretty sure this one is not out. Timeline update, rulebook feedback, pledge manager closing soon. Okay. So no. But they're being active, they're communicating. That's what you want to see. December 20th, January 19th, so it looks like once a month. Cool. December 1st, so we got a little bit more when it's crucial information. Cool. Looks good. Expansion and more. Hello, Star Icarius community. Brandon here. We hope that you have a great start. So this is for February, December. Happy holidays and future development. Stars of roadmap, reflections, and looking ahead. So I'm pretty sure this one is out. That one looks like. And then last one standing. I'm going to guess this one's out as well. 476 comments. So yeah, this one would be a flaming dumpster fire otherwise. Hello. It's great. So yeah. So that one's out. Will the expansion update materials? Is there an update on the app? It does not appear in the Play Store. Will people? So they have this. So these two are out. Mythwind, massive project, not out yet, but obviously in the pipeline. So can you do it? Yes, I feel comfortable now. Good stuff. Good stuff. You've done stuff before. It's out. Now I do. Hopefully you'll spotlight a little bit the pedigree of your company. Because if not, there's a big red banner there. There was an update. But it was Bing. Bing's crap. I swear, they have so much clickbait. They try to give me so much clickbait news. I hate Bing. Why do you use it? Because I have to. Actually, I might not have to anymore. Stonesaga, designed by Max Brooke. So this looks like so this is a big box. Okay. That looks like a bigger box than I thought. Co-op gameplay, 1 to 4 players, 30-hour replayable campaign. Wow, 30 hours, that's great. Age 14 and up, 60 to 20 minutes. I would honestly love this on the marquee somewhere. I think that stuff all looks good. Even though I do think it's really good, they're centering the 72-hour, what is that? Early bird promo. So I do like spotlighting that. I think it's always a good idea to spotlight if you have anything like that, potentially on the marquee. You know, hey, you get in here in the next day or two, you're going to get some special bells and whistles that might otherwise cost you extra in the back end. It's designed by Max Brooke, Star Wars X-Wings Legends of the Five Rings RPG, and Luke Eddy, Star Wars Legions. Wow, this is great. This is what I love to see. I was going to Board Game Geek because I just assume we have this bad habit in this industry that I see on Kickstarter weekly, a couple times weekly, where it's like people don't spotlight the pedigree of the game designers enough. And it's just mind-boggling to me. You know, I've seen campaigns where they spotlight the artist more than the game designer when it's like a great game designer. It's like, well, I don't get it. I just don't get it. So 60 to 100, everybody should be spotlighted. You know, 60 to 120, if it's relevant, of course. 30 hours, 1 to 4. So that's great. This is the stuff that I want to see. English, German, French, Polish, other language partnerships and process. The game will leave you in wonder and immersion in its experience. It does some special things. Okay. I want to know more. 72-hour early bird, $10 value free acrylic mining stones. Oh, so that's cool. So upgraded components. They'll help plant 1 tree for each early bird pledge. Oh, yeah. Hit me in the fields. Get me with those trees. I want the world to survive. Stonesaga is a cooperative. So I wish I had the price here, too. That'd be great. Just hit me with the price right now. What is it? That box definitely looks bigger than the box I thought I saw in the video. Stonesaga is cooperative survival crafting to overcome. I saw the video. I was there. The best crafting system I've seen in a board game. Intelligent and fantastically executed. Okay, I do. I like that. Focusing, hey, this does this thing really spectacular. If I saw that quote about a deck building game, for instance, I'd be super excited. Now, I'm not a big fan of crafting games, but if I were, this would be a quote I'd love to see. So cool. I like that. The video's clickable. Good on ya. I like it. Pledges, 99 US, 132 Canadian. Look at that. Putting the US ahead, even though they're from Canada, because they realize the majority of people are going to be from the United States. And Germany coming in big, around 600. Dang. I don't know what you're doing in Germany, but good job. Wow. So 99 bucks. 30-hour campaign. Minis. I want to see all the components, but I'm not, that price doesn't, I don't feel like that price is terrible when you say 30-hour replayable campaign legacy game cooperative 1 to 4 players. Now I need to know the cards. Here it is. Now I'm in. 500 plus cards. And I feel like this is the big number, especially with all the sizzle you showed me in the video. I feel like there was a little too much sizzle, not enough steak in that video, especially when I see that the steak, I was worried this was going to have like under 100 cards. I was like, ugh. With 500 plus cards, I'm in. I'm done. 500 plus cards, 30-hour campaign, 99 bucks, minis, whatever. Don't care. I got tons of games with minis. Mini games come and go, whatever. But the 200 tokens, the 500 cards, the 30 hours, a quick save storage system. Hercules, we're spotlighting all the great things. I love what they're doing here. This is great. Yeah, I'm in. How much is it? Kickstarter reasonable? I'd say reasonably. 30 bucks, or 30 hours, 99 bucks. I need to see the shipping, but very reasonable. And then, of course, there it is. There it is. That's not the one I'm buying. I thought this was reasonable, but now, and this might explain why they're not showing the components just quite yet, because they don't want to sell you on this one. They want to sell you on this one, and I wonder if they're just going to lump it all together. So save 10 bucks, and you get 2 $50 expansions. I really would like to know the size of these boxes right now, because this whole box foo thing we got going on here confuses me a little bit. Because I'm assuming that now this is the size of the box, then these are like, what size boxes are these? Like, are these Ticket to Ride size boxes and this is like something even bigger? Or is the 3D image that I saw in the video most definitely incorrect? Maybe that's it. Or maybe I just misconstrued it. Let me see. I don't know. It's really hard because it's all black. No, I think that's me. Maybe it's thick. I don't know. Anywho, it's 200 bucks. How many cards is it? Entirely new. So 200 plus cards. So you want the 700 shebang cards, obviously. And you want it to go to 5 players. And you want the new regions and the 5 animal companions and all this juicy exponent. This looks fantastic. Full component list below. Okay. The biggest thing I like about Stonesaga is the sense of survival and progress that the game gives you. I like that. I do like that term, the sense of surviving in a game. That's something that I enjoy in games. So I like the use of that word. Sense of survival and progress that the game gives you. So it feels like you're really building on from one game to the other. Kudos on that quote. This is one of the most anticipated crowdfunded games of 2023. Okay. Components, core box, who thinks it looks great? Core box, Mantle of the Seeker, dual layer board plus the mini. Love that. So now we got all the components. Okay, looks great. 10 unique terrain tiles, 7 unique terrain tiles, the terrain trays, those are hot. Terrain overlays, the dials, we haven't even seen dials. Mantle powers, 20 cloth. Those double-sided? Cloth bags, 80 gold cards, 35 night cards, 20 challenge cards, 45 discovery, 60 character cards, 25 structure cards, 20 outpost cards, 10 forest, 10 flame, 10 fishing, 35 delving, 150 item cards, 10 token trays. Oh, nifty. 200 double side. Okay. That $99 price point is seeming very reasonable to me now. This looks like a deluxeified game, and we're paying a deluxeified game price for a 1 to 4 player, 30-hour campaign. I would like to know a rough estimate about the number of pages on this, because I don't feel like we saw that book in anything so far, and I'm very intrigued by it. What's in it? Meals of the Myths. Dual-layered board. The miniature adds the 5th player. Behemoth's the wild board plus miniature. It's own asymmetric thing. Cookbook, challenge card, gold cards, infrastructure cards, all the stuff, all the things you want. New animal companions. Oh, the minis are undecided. What are they going to be? Are we going to decide that during the campaign? Is that something cool? 20 gold cards. This looks okay. I want it. Hits the sweet spot in complexity for a survival crafting board game. The art doesn't just look great. It's part of the gameplay too. Okay, I'm just done with quotes right now. Gameplay, generational storytelling. Stonesaga aims big. Each game represents a pivotal moment within the timeline of your civilization, and season generations or even epochs can pass between these key crises. The first game's events will be 5th game's history, and then the 10th game's distant legends. Okay, so that's how they're doing it. And that's how kind of like Time of Legends Destinies does it. Or not Time of Legends, it's just Destinies now from Lucky Duck Games. And it's a thing. I don't think anybody's like crazy about that. Gathering resources, but it's still cool that it's like Legacy-esque. Cooperative Survival. I do love the co-op, behemoth stuff, things. I just want the shipping and stretch goals, please. Here we go, because I know we're at $800,000. We're hitting some bangers. So these are big ones. I'm expecting some big stretch goals if we're going $100,000 between, even if it is Canadian. Expanded foraging, 5 challenge cards. That's great. Expanded fishing, great. I cannot believe this is a game that makes me want to go fishing again. Fishing is a blast. Okay. So the fishing minigame is fun. New region, 4 tiles plus rain tiles, expanded cooking. And I will give them kudos on how well I feel like they've interweaved quotes. And that's one thing I knock on a lot of people for, is when they just do a quote dump or a video dump. And I feel like they've done a great job just sprinkling it throughout the Kickstarter campaign. It makes them much more readable, I think. And it just keeps, I thought that was a 6-player, 6 animal companion. Either way, it's still great. Wetlands, foraging, 2 challenge cards and 5 gold cards in each expansion. So that's essentially getting you an additional 14 cards here on an already massive game. Woo! This is exciting, and these are great stretch goals. Every single one of these looks really good. And once again, this is what can happen, and it's such a delicate balancing act. CMON, we saw CMON do it yesterday. They know the size of the game that you're going to get. You do not know the size of the game that you're going to get. And so they have to show you just enough of the size of the game to get you excited about that game so that you keep your money in them so they can make more money and then unlock more of the game and convince more people to join them. And we see it so many times when companies do not hit that bullseye and people are like, yeah, there's just not enough here. And so kudos to Brandon and Games because they hit it. They hit the bullseye here. I think this is $99, so that's $1,300. That's not the pledge level they even want you to take, and it's so reasonably priced and looking so damn good with all these expansions, with all the stretch goals, that it's $1,300 print run. That's fantastic. Then we got the core box plus expansion. So now we're doing a 3,000 print run of each of the expansions and a 4,300 print run on the core game. Kudos. Just that is exactly what you want to do as a Kickstarter creator. That's why they try and do this, because now it's not just one game they're trying to sell, that they can sell you. It is one game plus the 2 expansions, and then people who love the expansions are going to want to buy more expansions, and the people who come in and the next Kickstarter are going to be super excited because everybody else was excited before them, and it builds on itself. And it's just how Kickstarter's trending towards, and it's really interesting to see. I'm blown away by how alive this world feels. It feels like my actions actually influence what is happening in the world. I do like that quote a lot. How to play. Ooh, a playthrough? Fantastic. 2 hours. So I can sit here and I can figure out exactly what this game is. This is spectacular. Read the rule booklet. Great. This is the stuff I want to see too. Stonesaga Codex. So the journal, the quick play, the rule booklet. Oh my goodness, so much here. But it is a massive 30-hour game. Distinguished with the rule booklet codex. Okay. Component list, and then everything that it does. Then hopefully we get to the setup. Wow. This is a lot. But you could go through everything. Try it on Tabletop Simulator. Great. Read the developer's diary on BGG. Fantastic. And I bet this is pretty hot on the BGG hotness. Oh, yeah, there's that new Scythe game. So, yeah, number 2. Kudos to them. Now, I was curious. I want to see what their track record's like, because that's the only thing they haven't really mentioned is the... no, I guess they did mention the pedigree of the designers. Never mind. Take backsies. Stonesaga First Impression. Now we got the video dump, which is fine. I'd love to see the shipping above the video dump. 360 look at minis. Great lore. Good stuff to have, just not above the shipping. This game is different from anything else I've ever played. Cool. Hey, shipping. So, $115. I feel like if you told me an approximate weight of this, it would help ease that a little bit. Now, I do... And then, yeah, so you're clearly just jacking these people for that one, because you get the 2 extra boxes for an extra $5. But that's what you want to do, because the majority of people here are backing that one. So $220 in and out the door. That's about Kickstarter. That's about Kickstarter reasonable. 700 cards. It'll probably be up to about 800 to 1,000 cards by the time we get done with all the stretch goals. What do we got? Probably 20, 30, 40, 50 minis, whatever the stupid number may be. So it seems like a pretty reasonable Kickstarter. It doesn't seem incredibly expensive, and it doesn't seem incredibly great, but it doesn't seem bad to me. It seems Kickstarter reasonable. So Mob Vanguard looks good stuff. Things we are out. FAQ updates, comments. Let's check it out. Can I just make a $1 pledge? Well, so I would reload this. I would organize this like Reload from Colossal Games, and a bunch of other companies have done since then. But they were the first ones I saw do it, so I give them the kudos. Just because if my question is question number 12, then I have to go through 12 other questions to get to it. But it pretty much just makes it so that it's really easy to navigate the FAQ. Announcing the all-in pledge, revealing the add-ons and early birds ends soon. So 10 comments, 38 comments, 6 comments, 3 comments. Let's check out the most engaging one. Even though I actually kind of want to read the most recent one, too. I felt like they named that very well. I want to know what they're saying there. Nature of the Beast expansion details and vote on your favorite animal companion. Great. So how are they doing the vote? We believe that you, the community, is core to everything we do at Games. So part of the updates, we want you to be involved in determining what the 6th animal companion will be in the Nature of the Beast. Cool. Totally the mole. Come on. Head on over to the BGG to cast your vote. So they're they're focused on the Board Game Geek, the hotness, which it's working for them. It's working for them, but I don't think it works for everybody. I think this is just like a game that I think scratching a lot of itches here. And I do love the fact we're focused on the specifics here. This looks great. Showing me everything. Stretch goals, going into the weeds. Lots of work on this. New and review, social media. Tons of stuff on this. C, B, multi. So we got people voting. And then responding to them, Devin and Luke crushing it in here. Churning that. Looking good. Staying number 1 on Kickstarter. This is great. We'll be able to add the add-ons later in the pledge. So once again, creators, collaborators, great customer service here. Looking good, looking fresh. I am curious, though. I want to see how the other ones were rated. So 2147, that's not bad. 173036, that was the first one, 9100. So it looks like they're going up. But once again, this is just what they put out. We're not looking at the actual designer themselves because let's check out Max Brooke. 6. So yeah, Star Wings, X-Wing. So that's a big deal. Like that's a big deal. That's a very popular Star Wars. This stuff is. Okay, final grid. Do I want it? Digging what I'm seeing, but I need to see some more gameplay. Agreed, but it's all there. Like the rule booklets, the one long gameplay video. Like yeah, I can't knock it for anything. All the information I feel like I'd want to see is on the page somewhere. So do I want it? Yes, I do. I really was intrigued after the video. Honestly, the marquee, just what you said about it, just got me excited about it. Finding out it was 1 to 4 players, 30-hour campaign, $100 for 30 hours. Lots of stretch goals hit, so it's going to be like that stupid box where, like, I already felt like before we hit the stretch goals, it was very nice. I was fine with the price. You know, you're telling me I'm paying $130 and me and my son could potentially have 30 hours of fun, you know, and then replay it and shape the world and do that stuff. And then there's the expansions. So do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? Yes. They have a track record. They put stuff out. They're working with designers who have names, have reputations, you know, and they mention it right from the jump, which I always think is a great idea. There's so many gameplay videos on the reviews. Yeah, like I feel like everything you could want, they put it there. And then it just started with this. I would love to see this on the marquee, but other than that, do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? Yes. How much is it? Yes. Kickstarter reasonable on the big one. A lot of people took that $100 one because honestly, I felt like that was a dang nice price too. Which is not typically something you say. And I don't say that terribly often, but a lot of times that first pledge level is like, yeah, nobody's going to take this crap. I didn't feel like that one. And that's how you raise $742,000, along with churning that Board Game Geek. So I feel like we're in the A. Like, A. I think I'm just in an A. Anything that I just... The shipping bumped all the way down to the bottom. I understand that's the industry standard. That kind of sucks. Beat around the bush to get to the price. Yeah, we didn't beat around that long. A+ from Huckleberry. Woo! Nice. I think I'm in an A. Like, which still great. Fantastic. Top notch. Hats off to Stonesaga, Games. Let me know in the comments below what's your final grade for this one. Also, be sure to answer that poll and let me know, does the poll stay up until after that? How many games have you backed this year at Kickstarter? For me personally, 0 new baby, so it's not really something that I'm like, hey, $220, dear. Oh, maybe we'll just go with the cheap one, 100. Yeah, it's not gonna work. But let me know in the comments below. And as always, if you enjoyed the content, please be sure to click on the subscribe button. As I'm trying to reach 17,000 subscribers this year to make it my biggest year ever. Bye-bye.